All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 52 blue. Here's yellow. Slide 2. Ready.
Now we've got the first carry of the game for the rookie out of Arkansas. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Brought down by the veteran Carlton Davis.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Set, ready. 10 black. Edo blue. Ready.
Rookie now from the gun. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st to 3. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So they dodge an opening drive turnover, but this drive could stall out if they don't convert here. It's 3rd down.
60 red. 60 red. Smash red. 10.
They'll throw 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Patriots take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, we all know everybody wants to avoid an opening drive 3-and-out, partner, but given how that one just went, an opening drive punt probably doesn't seem too bad right now.
No, I think everybody on that sideline would co-sign, and especially the quarterback. And you also now give life to this defense and their offense that runs on the field.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10.
Hey, what's up?
May will throw to get us started here. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Right, here we go, throw.
They'll run it with Travion Henderson. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Johnson now on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Black, 95, 22 meters. 6, measure. 10.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Hits his tight end on the corner route. There he goes on the right side. And this will reach the opposing 25-yard line. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Things looking totally different after that last play. It's 1st and 10 inside the opposing 30.
10 cycles. Blaster, 6, black shot. 43 rail. Green jack. Rail, yellow, set.
They're going to try and throw it here. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times,
Okay, ready?
there'll be more interceptions.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Plowing up the middle. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Hey!
They kick the running back in motion.
60 red. Set, huh?
From the red zone now. Throwing the out route complete. And this one doesn't go far. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 12-yard line.
Go, 10. Black, red. Black ultra. Hut, hut.
I'll throw it. Oh, he's got it. It's in close. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams will reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's out of bounds at the 16. Going to be a long field ahead for them on this possession.
At their own 16-yard line.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's May. Finds his man, it's Devontae Douglas. And he's got a bunch here up past the 25 before somebody gets to him.
It's a gain of 11.
That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. May now from the gun. Has it downfield, working the left. He will go! Touchdown, New England! The Patriots just need 2 snaps to steal a lead.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Corey Dallas on for the extra point. So before we get an attempt, there's contact up front. Will it make this field goal easier or harder? All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could elect to try a shorter kick. Even after the penalty, they'll just move it up and kick the PAT from the 10. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sends it through.
Patriots 14, Rams 7.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Two Atwell now to return it. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Got it.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go. Set. Black 40. Speedo blue. Speedo black. Speedo yellow. Cut.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Into traffic. Complete. And he'll get it up to the 27.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Cade, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Red cycle.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Fight 60. Watch out now. 50. Ready?
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. He's got to gain a 6 there. Christian Gonzalez getting there for the tackle.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Nakua here. He's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. It's a Puka Nakua touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
The kicker on.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's May. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
May trying again here on second. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Here he goes, third and long. He finds his running back, Henderson. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
No left side caught by Douglas. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Here's May again. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a first and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
On the draw, this is Henderson. And he won't challenge for the goal line. Stop made at the 4. They're 3 yards closer to the end zone. Here comes second and goal. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Go to him again. This is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss. Working quickly here. Here's May, third and goal. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. And we'll see what they do about fourth and goal in a few minutes. We've reached the end of our first quarter. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. So the offense staying on the field from a bit of a distance here. They're going for it on fourth and goal. Trying to throw for it with May. And this is going to be a New England touchdown. The Patriots take a second quarter lead. Demario Douglas with the touchdown. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Borregales on to send it away. Atwell now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10.
Set. 60 red. 60 red. Watch out now. 50 series. Go. Set. Go. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they sense it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. 4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Ready. Needle. 50. Green. Red. Cycle. Yellow. Set.
Pass play now. To the sideline. Complete. And he's got the 1st down as he stays in bounds.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
They've got 1st down here from the 36.
Black, 95. 12, 10. Go red. Ready?
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Yellow, striker, 3-3. Black shot. 6. Mega. Hut.
Setting up to throw. Too much lead on that throw. That ball's incomplete ahead of his target.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go. Yellow, 43. Shot, 17.
To the air on 3rd and long. Dumped off to his running back. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Here's May on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Demario Douglas, the intended target. So that brings up second down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Back to the air. It's May. Completed over the middle. He's going to get this up to about the 28. Very close to picking up that first down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Third and 1. Here's May. Complete beyond the marker. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Good for a Patriots. First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing again. It's May. Short pass brought in. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier. So he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down.
First and 10
A gain of 15 there. And the Patriots will have a first down. Again, it's May. Escapes the pocket. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Following the near interception, this is second and 10. To the air yet again, May. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. Patriots holding the lead here at Gillette. Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. Made a throw it. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
All right, 2 yards to go here on third down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Henderson here from the gun. finds a big lane. And finally, they catch up to him at the 11. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Eddie, what's up?
Going to the ground again on first. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
Jared Verse. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Rams' 13-yard line.
Switch!
Operating from the gun, here's May. And he scores. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots will add to their lead at the end of the half. Demario Douglas with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Corey Gallis on for the extra point. He connects on the point after. And the Patriots double their lead to 14.
Rams 14. Andres Borregales to kick off for New England.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Atwell now to return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line.
Here we go, set. 45, White, set, huh?
Throwing from the gun here. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Patriots will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now it's Andres Borregales to try the Patriots field goal. From the left hash, this will be from 50.
50-yard attempt.
It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Here's Evans set to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10.
Where was that?
Starting on the ground with Henderson. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. May now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Hits him on the in route. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They've got first down here from the 36. Here's May to the air. Caught up left. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Second and 3 now. Throwing is May. Finds him over the middle. It's inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots grow the lead coming out of halftime. So sensational work by a skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
One after is good by Borregales. And the Patriots stretch their lead to 21.
35. Rams 14. Andy Borregales to kick off for New England.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Johnson with a return here. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. First look at the pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10. Give now to the running back. Rob Trent, the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
38.
Offense up to the line fast.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Ready?
Now he'll throw off the play fake. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Ready.
Third and long, they're going to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it deep downfield. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. That one hits for 30. And the Rams have the first down.
A gain of 30.
Come on. 52 black. 45. White. 560. Slice blue. Smash red. Hut.
Right up the gut. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams start the second half with some needed points. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams Rams get it back to a 14-point game.
Rams 21.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Fields this one at the 3. And he's out of bounds up across the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Patriots lining up. It's first and 10. Off the play action. May. Look at that power. Deep left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. Second and 10. Run right side. Henderson. We couldn't quite break it. Still a 5-yard gain, though. Third down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Third and 4 coming up now. Now as the play clock got down to 5, a timeout comes in. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Here they go, getting set for third and 4. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Chance to move the chains here on third and 4.
Yep, 45, here we go.
Staying on the ground here with Henderson. And they drop him with a big hit, but it's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Danger, danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First and 10 from the 43.
Crazy. That trip left nasty.
From the gun, it's May. He's got it downfield near the edge. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's a New England first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
first and 10. Gets him on the quick hitter. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
Brings up second and 5 at the Rams' 35-yard line.
On play action, here's May. He finds his running back, Henderson. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 2.
May now, third and 2. Dump off by his back. We got the football caught, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker, 4th down.
It's a gain of
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
That earlier miss may be factoring into this call. They're going for it here.
Crazy!
Running for it, it's Henderson. And he won't fight through. Needed 1 yard forward. Send him 1 yard backwards. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And the reward is getting off the field.
They go play action on 1st down. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And what a play to end our 3rd quarter as he gets out of bounds with a ton of yards to his name. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Rams football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Let's go. Black shot. 50. Green. Black ultra. Red. Yellow. Set. Go.
Going now on 1st down. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game.
I know you got a mixture looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Setting up to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Rams cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Rams 28.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. And they had a long field ahead, Brock. They got to him early, and they laid a big hit on it.
At their own 19-yard line.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. It's Henderson on the gear. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. Offense in the hurry up here.
25-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
May now. Throw left side, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Handoff for Henderson, running left. And he'll only take this for about a yard. It's going to be second down. Offense in a hurry up here.
At the 32-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second.
This is Henderson on second down. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 1.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
What's that? You're on the ball. Yeah, you're here. Here you go. 5.
3rd and long for him here. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Patriots will have a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Crazy.
Here's May on 1st and 10. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
Here's May again. Throwing the out route complete. Running in the red zone. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Now Borregales on to send it away. Atwell now to return. He's got a lane up past the 30. A great effort, but he got popped at the end of it.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Black 30.
Receiver in motion, going left.
Ready?
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Now we've got whistles, but not for delay of game. They were able to get a timeout. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Field, flat. Slide through. Black shot.
Back to throw. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Trouble, 30. Let's go. 50. Green. Beauty. Yellow. Hut.
Throwing from the gun. Rolling into enemy territory. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Faster.
Offensive line fast.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
5, 6.
First down,
Hand off now from the gun. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Goes to the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Patriots' 29-yard line.
Another carry for it. They find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
3rd down, and they need to get 10.
Smack. Red. Down. 60. Right. White. 10.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. Well, he laid out for it, but the throw just a little bit too off the mark. So 4th down coming up.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th.
Yellow. 6. Mega. Pause red. Red. Cycle. Hut.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Tossing it to Henderson. He is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. They're going to pass it here. He's got a man left. Still has some space inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots have likely locked up the win right there. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Patriots stretch their lead to 21.
Andy Borregales to kick off.
Now Borregales on to send it away. And he didn't strike that one true, Brock. It came down short of the landing zone he had to reach, so give them the football up at the 40.
10 black. Slide blue. Ready?
The throw here on first. Oh no, they get him yet again! That's Carlton Davis! And the Patriots will take over as he reports his first interception of our season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. No touch for him to go here. The Rams rush all over him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up second down and 21. From the gun. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing third and long.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Here we go, boy. Hey, what's that?
Third and long. Goes in at the 7. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Demario Douglas with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Andres Borregales to kick off for New England.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Johnson now on the return.
Well, that's a case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks it with a really long field ahead.
Ready.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Black, set, ready. 45, white. 22 meter. Left, red. Drill green. Set.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Okay, ready?
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready. Set.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Nakua here. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Give him 32 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down. Clock is working against them as they hurry up to the line.
At the 42-yard line.
Yellow. Hut.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Blue striker. Ready.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Teal, black. Ready. Yellow, 22. Ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. So the heave knocked away from the intended targets and brings up 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Desperation time here on 4th. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
First down from the 42. From the gun, it's May. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a New England first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's May. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes the play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
A small little jab there, finally landed by the defense. Able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
Crazy.
May trying again here on 2nd. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Again, it's May. Setting up the screen with Henderson. Play not developing as they had hoped. That's a loss of yardage, Brock. 4th down coming up.
A 4-yard loss.
Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this. To the air yet again, May. He connects downfield. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. How about 19 yards on 4th down? Partner, and the call to go for it pays off. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's May. He's got it along the sideline. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. Second down now, 7 to go.
Where was that? Hey, what's that?
Here's May again. Fighting for the goal line. Oh, he lost it. Someone punched it out. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape for an entire season. Heck, the offseason. Back pressed against their own end zone, making an impact play. No one expected to force a fumble. This effort directly kept points off the scoreboard. And it's that type of effort the coaches want to see from everyone on the field.
All right, one more snap to play here.
Striker, 3-3. Set. 5, 90, red, 10, black. Drill, ready.
One final shot here. Finds a seam down the middle. He's at midfield. The 30. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20. So as they've done so many times before, Brock, the Patriots take the win here at Gillette Stadium. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Patriots emerge as winners, as with that, we'll sign off from New England.